Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to talk about your children and their attitudes and cooperation in parenting time. You have to realize that there's a lot of things that go on in life where children express opinion, where children say they want to do something or they don't want to do something. In married life, parents seem to have a way of coping with this. Sometimes one parent will be a person who says yes, and the other one will be a no parent, so the kids may go to the yes parent to try and get that yes out of him or her before trying to get the consent of the other parent. And they'll say, well, Daddy said it was okay if you said it's okay. You know, they tend to play both ends against the middle, and we see that a lot. The point is, though, when you're married, people tend to work those things out. What happens when you're divorced and the children have an opinion? What happens if the children say, I know it's time to go to Mom. I don't want to go to Mom. I don't like it at Mom's. At Mom's, we got to do homework, we got to do this, we got to do that. I'm not interested. I don't want to go. I know I'm supposed to go, I'm not going. What do you do? Well, I will tell you this. I would say that you do what most people do when the kid says that in married life. What do you do when the kid says, I don't want to go to the doctor? I know I have to go. I don't feel well. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the dentist. I hate the dentist. Oh, your teeth are falling out of your head. I still don't want to go. What do you do when that happens? What do you do when your kids say, I don't want to go to school? Do you let your kids stay home from school because they don't want to? The answer is no. They got to do what they're supposed to do. What they're supposed to do means either what you say or what the judge says. If the judge says that Billy's going to Dad on alternating Fridays from 6 p.m. and he's coming back at 8 p.m. on Sunday, it doesn't matter whether he wants to go and he tells you he does or doesn't. Your job is to make sure that that parenting time happens. Your job is to encourage that parenting time. Now, there's a lot of ways that parents discourage the parenting time. And when the court finds out that they're doing that, they get in serious trouble. It could be that a parent will say to the kid, oh, you don't want to go? You don't have to go. Well, that's one way of discouraging the parenting time, right? But it could be a lot more subtle than that. It could be, oh, you're going to your dad's tonight? As it turns out, we're making your favorite dinner tonight. Oh, well, I guess you're going to miss that, but don't worry, you'll catch it next time. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to cook those hot dogs and beans next month also. You know, that kind of thing. That's a subtle way of making your kid feel bad about going. Now all of a sudden he or she doesn't want to go. Or here's a good one. Sorry, you're going to your dad's this weekend. I mean, I'm sure you'll have a great time, but we're taking the whole family, the other kids, we're going to Kalahari. Yeah, it's going to be great fun, the indoor water park. Sorry, you can't go. Scheduling things when you know your kid is going to miss because he's with Mom or Dad, that it just shows what a horrible person some of these people are, that they would do that deliberately to hurt the child. And why? Because they think it's getting back at the ex. They think the child will, at some point in time, resent going and want to not go. And you know what? In the short run, that could happen. The kid could start saying, I don't want to go to Mom anymore because I always miss out. I don't want to go to Dad because, you know, this reason, that reason. And it'll work for a while. There may be a change. It may end up that one parent decides to yield to the other because they're tired of fighting with their kid, not realizing what the brainwashing that's going on behind the scenes. That might happen, but in the long run, you know what will happen? That kid will grow to hate that parent who played that game, because that kid will realize that they were denied a relationship with the other parent. They won't know that immediately. They're not going to realize that maybe when they're young or even when they're teenagers or maybe even when they're older. But at some point in time in their life, they're going to realize the manipulation that occurred, the horribilization and the marginalization that occurred. And you know who's going to pay for it? The one who did it. That's the one who's going to pay for it. So that's not the way to do it, obviously. Parents should be encouraging the relationship. And if a child says they don't want to go, then the one parent should talk to the other one privately and say, look, Billy doesn't want to go. Now, I'm sending him, but I wanted you to know that he's reluctant to go so that maybe you can work on making it more fun for him, or maybe you can talk to him, or maybe something can go on and you can plan something specific so he'll look forward to it. And that would be an appropriate, mature decision of decent people, a discussion that decent people should have, and you want to make sure that you fall into that category. If you have any questions about this, reach out, and we'll be glad to help you out.